I don't know about you, but me as a stay-at-home mom, that means my family and I depend on one salary. And with inflation on the rise, I turn to look for the best way to help cut down unnecessary costs with our monthly expenses. So one, you buy things in bulk. You first check for the expiry date. Does it still have long life? And then second, you check if are things that you frequently use. And then if these two boxes are positive, then it's a go. You buy them in a large quantity when they're on special, because you're going to use them often, and then also they still have a long time before they expire. So you get them while on special to cut down the cost, right? And then the second thing is you go on Facebook Market. I can't stress this enough. There are so many things that you can get on Facebook Market that have inexpensive. Like you get secondhand clothes that are still in high quality, high quantity, but at a very cheaper price. For instance, you can get babies onesies on there for maybe 10 sets of baby onesies for like $30, whereas when you buy them from a shop, you can buy them for like $15, $18 each. But when you buy them in bulk, you can get them cheaper from somebody. And the good thing about buying things from Facebook is you can even get more of what you are buying. Like someone can actually advertise 6 onesies, and then they find out that the other things that they want to get rid of, and then they give them to you for free. So please maximize on using Facebook marketing. And then the other thing is, once you buy this thing, make sure that you thoroughly wash them before you've thoroughly washed them, and you sanitize them before you use them with your kids. And then the other thing is, okay, if you have a friend who wants to stay home as a full-time mom and they've decided they're not going to work in the next 3 years or so, and you want to go back to work, instead of paying $150, which is $750 a week, you can ask your friend to help you look after your baby while you are at work, and then in return negotiate with them, because normally they charge people who I've seen who are babysitting, they normally charge between 250 to 350 a week. That compared to paying 750 a week, it's a bonus. Okay, it's like a giveaway. So consider these people before you enroll your child in a daycare that's going to mostly overpopulated. Either your friend or someone with less kids, because you know they can give these kids enough attention, and they can easily spot what's going on as compared to the daycare center. Because as much as we love daycare center, as much as they are effective, they also are mostly populated, because majority of people are taking kids there, right? So you want to maybe check in on Facebook, check on down the mom groups to see if there is there any mom who is homeschooling their kids, and check with them. Or if it's a mom who is like a stay-at-home mom, check with them to see if they are willing to take in your kids, more especially if the kids are the same age. It makes it easy for them to interact with each other. It also makes it easy for the to entertain each other. All right. And then the other thing you do is, we used to use cloth diapers, right? And now it came and then went away when disposable diapers came in fashion, but now it's coming back again, and they work miraculously. The good thing about using cloth diapers is it will make it easy transition into potty, and also at an early age. And on top of that, you buy them once and then you reuse them over and over again. All you have to do, right, is to wash them. You don't have to dry them with a machine. You just wash them and then let them air dry outside in the sun, so that they can constantly sanitize themselves by the sun, by the air. That also cuts the cost to your electrical expenses. Okay, consider it. And then the other way to cut costs is to cook at home. I can't stress this enough. Personally, I love cooking. My husband and I love cooking at home, so we don't go out as much. I'm not saying don't go out at all. I'm saying cut it down. There are people who order takeaway 4 days out of 7. You like, come on, at least cook 4 days out of 7, then take takeaway 2 nights or 3 nights. Even better yet, just once a week. Come on. I mean, if you are trying to save, you can consider cutting down to like 1. And then also on top of Also, while cutting costs on takeaway, avoid the coffee dates, okay? You can go to a park and you take away your coffee. You have this fancy looking coffee mugs. Everybody have them now. You go get your fancy looking coffee mug and then you make your coffee at home and then take it as a takeaway. Go to a park with your friend. You don't necessarily always have to meet in a restaurant, because when you are at the restaurant, you are tempted to buy. Who's gonna let you sit in that restaurant without paying? Come on, Patricia. Okay? So the good thing about going to a park, it's free, and then it's out in the nature. You get to see the animals, or just go for a walk entirely under the sun. Take a cup of coffee with you, or make a sandwich and meet your friend somewhere that's other than the restaurant, to avoid paying or buying unnecessary things that you don't need. You're not, come on, you can't buy coffee Monday to Sunday. Those add up quickly. And the funny thing about that is you hardly realize, because you're like, $6 today, it's nothing. $6 tomorrow. But that builds up instantly. So avoid those as well, okay? And then the other thing that can help you cut your cost is join Facebook mom group. You are going to get a whole lot of information that can help you be either finding about free activities in your community, or finding the best deals to enroll your children, either for activities for summer holidays. All these activities, you can find a lot of information if you are on a mom group or a parent Facebook group. There are so many deals in there that you can benefit from, and also to get more information of which school to pick, what's happening in your town. Like, there is a lot of information that you can get from simply joining a Facebook parent group, because they are like-minded people. So go in there, get the information. Sometimes some people are giving up things. You find that someone is moving out and they have this at their home and they want to give it up and they don't know who to give it to, so they post into this Facebook pages. And then if it's something that you're interested in, just go in and just buy it, or get it for free, or trade for something. Like, there's so many opportunities that you can get to know and utilize on if you are on a Facebook page. And then the other thing is join a motherhood community. Within motherhood community, I have friends who within their motherhood group would say, for instance, say the first mom gets pregnant and then they buy a bassinet, right? And then after 6 months or 8 months of using this bassinet, they still have it in their home. As of 6 months now, I have the bassinet in my home, I'm not using. And then one of my friends gets pregnant, right, a couple of months later. Instead of them going to buy a bassinet, I lend them my bassinet because it's still in new condition. And then if another mom gets pregnant, we lend her the very same bassinet. So you find that 6 moms use the same bassinet, and then you get to buy things that you need for a long period of time. For instance, you know that you're gonna need a car seat for the next 8 years, right? So instead of buying a baby capsule, the mom would use just one capsule amongst their baby, because capsule is like from 1 day to like 8 months, and then after 8 months they transition into the actual car seat that they use from that age to maybe 8 years. So you'd rather buy the actual car seat that kids can use from 9 months to 8 years, and then share the capsule, because the time that they need to for a capsule is a short period of time, so you can easily share that amongst yourselves, right? So this helps you to actually buy things that you necessarily need, not things that are not a necessity. Do you understand? So if you have this kind of people that you can help share these things, like share toys and share bassinets and share baby capsule, it's a win for you, because then you cut down unnecessary costs. You focus on things that actually need you spending on, like medical bills and all that, right? And the last thing I want to share with you guys is, you can't change what you don't know. If you are worried about your spending but you are not tracking it, you don't even have a monthly budget, how do you know what you're trying to solve, right? So I urge you to have a budget and then have a plan on how you're spending. Try the 50-30-20 rule if you don't know anything about budgeting for a start, where 50% of your earnings is your needs, right? your rent, your mortgages, your bills, that on your 50% of your earnings, and then 30% of your earnings is your wants, the activities you want for your kids. The activities you want for your kids. My husband is being cute. Stop it, you are distracting me. Okay, where 30% is your wants, like your new car, if you want a new car, or you want to plan that baby shower, you want to plan that trip in December. That's what your 30% is for. And then 20% is for, could you go away, please? And then 20% is strictly for saving or your debt payment. If you have a debt, then start paying that up. So they say awareness is the first step to change. You can't change what you don't know. Get to know where your money is going. Every dollar of it. That's how you grow. That's how you become financially stable. Obsess over financial literacy. Find out everything you need to find out. You'll be amazed. And then the other thing I would also add to that is cut unnecessary costs, guys. Unnecessary subscriptions. You don't need to pay for Prime, Netflix, Spotify, Apple Pay, Apple TV. You don't need all these things. But here you are, you've subscribed to all these things. I mean, come on. Cut some of it. Like, at least pay for one blockbuster. For instance, maybe choose Netflix and pay for that and cancel Prime. Why should you have all the movies? I mean, you don't even watch all these things, right? You don't even use. How often do you use Spotify? How often do you use Apple Pay or Apple Music and Apple whatever? Just stop it altogether. Cut down unnecessary cost. Okay? All right, guys, share this with a friend, share this with a mom. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. This channel is all about helping mom improve their lives. I'm sharing resources and tools and ways that you can help improve your motherhood journey and make it a smooth transition into motherhood life. I hope you enjoyed this one. See you tomorrow. Bye, guys.